Hello, welcome to American Literature. This is one of your options for junior year English. I'm Mr. Shimazaki, and I've been teaching American literature for about 7 years now.
Hi, I'm Lynn Rose, and I've also been teaching American literature for several years.
I'm Kate Evard, and I've taught American Lit on and off for the last 15 years that I've been here at Monte Vista.
And Miss Claire also teaches American literature, and she really wanted to be here with you today. Unfortunately, was not able to.
Okay, what books are we going to read in American Lit next year? After doing a unit on short stories and short pieces where we explore what it means to be an American, we start with our first novel, which is The Great Gatsby. I'm sure most of you have heard of that. Next, in the first semester, we follow up with Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. And that was it for this year for first semester. But usually we finish first semester with A Raisin in the Sun, which is a wonderful play by Lorraine Hansberry. This year we're doing it first off in second semester, so we're doing that right now. Then we read Arthur Miller's The Crucible, and that is also a play, so that's can be fun to read together in class. And that is followed by Tim O'Brien's The Things They Carried, which is a novel, but he was a real Vietnam vet. Okay. And typically we follow up the year with John Krakauer's Into the Wild, which is actually a nonfiction account of Chris McCandless's journey into the Alaskan wilderness. That's what we're going to read.
All right, so why should you take this class? You take American Lit if you are interested in kind of the typical mainstream English class with about 28, 30 students. It's not combined with your history class. And so the assignments are going to be more individualized to the literature.
What kind of assignments will you have? So usually each unit, each book has some kind of essay associated with it. First semester, there's a strong emphasis on analysis and analytical writing, and then we feel there's a progression. So that second semester, then there's things more that deal with multiple sources at once. So synthesis and some research. There's also a Socratic seminar that we typically finish the first semester with at the end, and then in second semester there's a speech. It's been a credo speech at the end of the entire year. We also, in the spring, will touch on the personal statement as well, and there will be regular reading. So you should make that a habit. In general, 20 to 30 pages per night. That's also our way of sort of saying that's about the workload too, just generally speaking, kind of measured by reading pages, okay? As well. And there'll be other different kinds of assignments and activities and projects and things like that. I think as a mainstream course, we try to offer a little bit of everything.
Statements that may apply to you. I want to further my reading, writing, speaking, listening, and thinking skills while learning about the American experience through literature. This class fits my expected workload next year, and this class fits my learning style.
Let's see. Oh, so time management. So this, I don't know, it's a little blurry and small, but it does come from Monte Vista Guidance as well. And I think this presentation will be on as a link as well. So so you can go to MV Guidance for that too. But it's a way to measure your overall allocation of how much time you think you'll be needing to spend on different courses. And I guess it's it does have all the American options for English. Here saying about 1/2 hour to an hour of homework per night. I mean, honors obviously will have a more elevated expectations related to that. But I think in terms of just trying to get a ballpark measurement of time, this is just a reminder to kind of think in the big picture of your whole schedule.
All right, so some final thoughts about American Lit. Junior year, as you know, is a really interesting, special year. You're also taking US history, and in both of those courses, you're learning about the cultural values and freedom and independence. And we do a lot of talking about the American identity through social issues that are happening today and throughout history, and how they play out in literature as well, such as race and gender. And so it's a really great course to sort of help you reflect on your identity. What does it mean to be an American, and what is your place in that American society, and how your views fit with that? So, I think that most importantly is to, like it says on the slide, to choose the course that seems to you to best fit your interests, your learning styles. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a more traditional classroom, a literature classroom environment. So be thinking, I guess, between how do you learn best in what type of environment, and how your interests, how that class will fit your interests best.
These are the key differences between the three different courses that we're offering: junior year, American Lit, AmStuds, and Honors. There's a lot of information here, so I'll just quickly go over some of the highlights here. Our class is, you would want to take if you're interested in more of a traditional college prep junior level writing course. Of course, you're going to be developing reading and writing and so forth. It doesn't necessarily go in chronological order. It's more of a skills-based sequence. American Studies is a bigger class, and double the size, and it's highly collaborative, but a lot of independent projects and so forth. Very social, noisy, bigger classroom. So if you're easily distracted, probably American Lit would be, perhaps the traditional one would be might be a better choice. Honors is if you're really, really independently motivated, and your passion is literature and writing, and you're geared towards a higher pace, and you want your opinions and beliefs challenged, and you're a good time management person, and critical feedback is really strong in honors. So you need to be able to accept critical feedback in order for you to grow and improve.
Okay, and what I enjoy teaching about teaching this course is really making it relevant to today. There's a lot going on in America, but a lot of it connects to ideas and themes of the past.
And Ms. Claire has her note there that she enjoys talking with students about literature and writing. I also enjoy it for similar reasons to Mr. Shimazaki. I really think it's interesting that we can make so many connections between what's going on in our current events and the themes that are in our literature, and then thinking about what is our place in the world with those ideas.
Yeah, and I like to explore, literature year after year through the eyes and perspective of my students. Things change, current events change. Something that we're reading can be seen through a different lens from year to year to year, depending on what's going on in the world around us. And I never stop learning about the world and about people from you guys, from my students. It makes it very dynamic.
Okay, and so and that's our presentation. It's just a quick disclaimer here that each year for actually for all the English courses, we don't know as teachers which courses we'll be teaching yet, and so you should not be choosing a choice just based on teachers. We love teaching American Lit. I think you can tell, but then I think it's just a great course for you to take in general. So I think you have a lot of good options out there, and perhaps we'll see you next year. Thank
Hope to
you.
see you next
Bye.
year. Bye.
I hope to see you next year.